The world appears to be crumbling in the face of all this. The immediate reaction, so many things: fight, flight, fawn, freeze. I felt all these things. Flight, thinking about moving. Fight, anger. Fawn, part of me just wants to be one of them. A very, very, very small part. Almost negligible, but I've noticed that in myself once or twice. It surprised me. Freeze. A lot of freezing. I suppose the biggest one is fight and freeze. The two biggest, most prominent in my experience. Fight feels very familiar. Freeze feels very familiar. But there's also something else. All these things, all these reactions arise basically to not feel something that's so hard to feel, that parts of the body-mind react very strongly to, that will do anything not to feel that, and that's helplessness. Parts of the body-mind will do anything, will scream at the top of their being to not feel helpless. But nowadays my fight feels exhausted. It feels its own impotence. And I'm trying actively to just allow myself to feel more helpless. It's scary, it's uncomfortable, valenced in ways that just make me feel even more helpless. Becomes spiral-like. It does stabilize though. It does go away. It arises and passes like everything else. Arises and passes without a trace until something similar arises and passes again at some point in some other form. But I'm trying to feel it, this helplessness, and that's pretty new. Anger, freezing, creates a hardness in the chest. And the harder this hardness is, the more an inside and an outside are imagined. These imaginary places of inside and outside. And the harder it is, the deeper the delusion, the more separate these feel. In fact, I think it's impossible to be free without feeling helplessness, without being comfortable feeling helplessness. It's beautiful and it's scary.